Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Winning Parlay podcast. I am Scotty B. I'm here with Big Earn, founder, developer, creator of Parlay.com. Thanks for joining us Thursday. We got a treat for tonight, huh, Earn?
Amazing. Can't wait. Actually,
Crazy,
I'm a
dude.
little tired. We've had a lot of technical difficulties today, so I'm a little bit. I don't know if I have the energy to bring it, Scott. So I
We're going to bring it.
apologize.
We're going to bring it. You know why? We got help tonight. I'm so
Absolutely.
happy to be with the three Lopez brothers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bring them in here.
All right.
Bring them in here. It's been a while. I'm realizing, goddamn, we're all getting old. But you know what? I got Raf Lopez down here in the black sweater. How you doing tonight, Raf?
Bish, doing good, good.
You
I was
fired
thinking
up?
about. I'm fired up, man. I was thinking about the last time I saw you. I think it was.
Wait, hold on. Don't express too much.
No. Don't worry, don't worry. It was at the Voodoo Lounge up at the Rio, and
Oh,
and that's
Oh,
when you had a
wow.
6 pack, and the girls were all putting you a 6 pack. So that can
those
give you
days are
some idea how
long
long it's
gone.
been since any of us could get a 6 pack.
Wow.
unless we're on a heavy dose of testosterone, I don't see that happening. And we got Big Brother Fern. He is the inspiration behind Parlay.com because his picks were so horrible. His younger brother Ernie had to help him out.
I said this once. I'll say it again. I'm very insulted by that. So thank you. And yeah, I'm really, really happy to be here. I'm really excited to be helping Earn out once more.
Thanks.
Let's get it.
Appreciate it.
And Ernie, what's so all right, guys. Sorry, I'm pumped. Tonight we're gonna talk about we got a new segment called Man versus Machine. Our guests are gonna bring out their picks. Ernie has created an amazing graphic once again. There it is, Man versus Machine. Look at that. It actually looks like we know what we're doing. Amazing job, Ern, again.
Yeah, thank you.
And so what we're gonna do is we're going to get right into it pretty much, and
Good.
and we're gonna pick. Ernie and I'll pick three games, and each of the guests will pick two games. We're gonna play around on parlay.com. Ernie's gonna kind of explain some of the features. We've got an amazing free feature that's going to be on that he's going to talk to you about tonight. So let's just get into it.
What are you talking
All
about?
right.
Like,
So we had to due to video some technical difficulties. We're back. We had to do some fancy editing there. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
We're back. Ralph,
all right,
continue.
we're back. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, which my brother has already poo-pooed over here, and the Chiefs.
So what's the spread, Ern?
Jacksonville Jaguars. So Ralph, you like the Jags at -1.5?
Yes,
Okay, and you said you like the Chiefs too, right?
I like the Chiefs. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what's going on. So you like the Chiefs -6. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
No, but so the thing is because
Well, but I have -6.5. Let's get that straight because that point, half a point, is huge.
Hey, man, this is
It is.
DraftKings. I'm telling you, this is what DraftKings is showing us. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what website you're going to, Fern. I know those give them half points.
Chiefs versus the Giants -6.5. Chiefs are favored.
I just, baby, every line's different. Every line's different.
Okay.
I mean, we got
Okay.
6 here. Actually, Ralph wants that 6. He doesn't want that 6.5.
Yeah, I want that 6. Yeah, try to give me that 6.5.
So I'm sorry, Ralph. So what's your analysis? What's your play on handicap on the Jags?
So the whole thing with the Jet. Well, so this is the thing because I mean, everybody knows I'm not the best bettor. So this is why parlay works out for me. I go to a lot of websites and I just read everything that they're saying, but I like the simulator. The simulator is where I go to do my analysis. So if you pick
Who are the Jags playing again? I already forgot.
Houston, Texas, and the home
I
and
told
then the
you.
home
I
team,
thought
and then
he
the
was
home
upset
team,
too.
then the home team.
All right. Let's run it. Let's see what the baseline comes out with.
Hey, Ern, explain real quick to the audience how the simulator is getting the information.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me zoom in. So if we go down here to team metrics? So this is actually the data, all the data points from the last 2 games. So you'll see the Jags have on average 11 drives, touchdowns per game, scoring rate. So 50% of the times on a drive. So 1 out of every 2 times Jags are scoring. So actually, this handicap's starting to look already good for Ruff. Big play. So 5% of their plays per 100 are 20 yards or greater. field goals 3 per game, and their turnover rate per drive is 13%. So that at any given drive, they have a 13% chance of having a turnover, right?
And that data earn is strictly based on the last 2 weeks of the season, correct?
Exactly. So
Okay.
as the season goes on, the data gets better and the simulation gets better.
That's
So-
amazing.
So
Now,
and
Yeah, but does Roth know that there's 15 other games he could pick from?
hold on,
Does
but
you know that part?
but hold on,
Because let me ask you, does AI tell him that?
First of all, they're at home. Jacksonville's at home, so you got to switch that
No,
simulation
it's true.
around.
Houston, come on. I'll give you that, Roth. I'm going to give you that one because it's
okay, well,
Houston.
no, actually, you know what? That Ralph's right. So look at that. Let me switch it up, Ralph. I apologize.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get this right. And
Okay.
yes, while Trevor Lawrence is known to throw interceptions, and we also should say the injury factor because their wide receiver is hurt at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, so 28-17, right?
Yep.
That's, I mean,
And look at the percentage. Look at the win percentage. I've looked at all the simulations on Parlay. This is the highest percentage.
you know, he says it with such confidence. I love it. I love it.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go to the Chiefs now. What's the Chiefs? Let me.
No,
run the-
Chiefs. Now the Chiefs. That's just love. I think and when I say about love, I mean they need to win this game, and the Giants are god awful.
Okay.
And so while the percentage is lower, I just feel like the Chiefs are going to destroy the Giants just because
All
they
right.
have.
So Scott, can you do me a favor? Write that down.
Yeah, I got it.
You know, write that down, and then let's quickly. We'll run at the end. Actually, that's at the end. I'm sorry. We'll run the analysis at the end. Okay. So, Fern, let's see what you got. What do you got for me, Fern?
Well, I did not use Parlay, so
This
this
is
is going to
great.
be truly man versus machine.
All right.
I instead went to my local dispensary and asked Fast Nikki, and Nikki said, "Fern, let's kiss." And I meant, "No, Nikki, we're not going to do that." He meant keep it simple. If anyone saw what the Raiders did last night, they still don't understand how to play football. And the funny part was that Pete Carroll was chewing gum like they were going to the fucking playoffs. All right. So always look at how Pete Carroll's chewing gum. And
right.
this dude, he's just trying to keep it together because guess what? They're the Raiders.
Okay.
All right. So let's just go. Now, the problem with the Commanders is they barely, won it at the end of the first game. And what did I see? Did they cover? No, the Pack ran over them. So I think they're going to be fine at home, and the Raiders are just god awful.
All right. Well, let's run the
We're gonna
simulator.
keep it simple.
Let's run it. Let's see what it says. Let's run the simulation here. You see, it's running. Okay.
The only way the Raiders win is if Geno keeps it to 6 interceptions. What did he throw last night? 8? Was it? Maybe.
Hey, slow down there, buddy. He has the highest completion percentage, I think, in the league. As a
Is that
quarterback.
true?
Yeah, the week before, I think he had like 70%.
In practice or like in the game?
All
I
right,
like the Raiders in that game.
Oh.
What does Parlay say, Ern?
Well, Parlay likes the Commanders. 23. Well, the simulation, but we'll run the analysis. So this is based. Remember, guys, this is based on true data. This is truly a data-driven analytic model. When we are done reviewing our picks, then we'll run all of it through Parlay to see if it's a winning parlay. So, all right, Fern. So just one game, Fern. Do you want to run another game?
No, I want to do 2 games. Is this the part where I can scream nerds? Is this the part? Because I've been wanting to scream it since we started this podcast.
Go ahead.
Nerds.
Go ahead.
All right. I like the Packers. The little studying I saw,
I love nerd. This guy can put never mind.
the Packers are covering, and they are playing the Cleveland Browns, and I hate the half point. I'm getting 7.5, but I'm going to wait for you to tell me it's -7 in your world.
No, I have, based on DraftKings, I got -8.5 right now.
What?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Okay, we're going to see. This is how you pull back. This is how you pull back.
All right,
I don't like that
Let's run the
anymore,
simulation. Let's see what we come up with.
Well, I had a backup, but you let me know if you need it.
Well, actually, hold on. This is not bad because if you round up, it's 16 to 25. So in theory, it kind of covers
No.
it.
In theory, nothing.
Kinda
8.5
don't
is
work.
ugly.
Vegas don't like
I don't
kinda.
care what your computer says. If
All
I
right.
see 8.5 anywhere, I'm not putting
All right,
money
so
on
let's
it.
get rid of it. Okay, you know what? Let me delete that. Give me another one, Fern. Go ahead.
I love the Bucks. I love Tampa. I love what Mayfield's doing. They're going home. They've been barely. Wait. Hold on, because I don't have it. I
I have
wrote it down.
-7.
The
I have
Bucks-
-7.
You have -7. I even love that even more. Well, no, I have -6.5. Typical of you. Way to screw me over. I'll still take it. -7 the Bucks.
All right, let's run this.
And the Jets quarterback is hurt.
Oh, really?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Tyrod
Let me
Taylor's
put a
starting.
Let me edit that. So we're gonna say key player
Jacob Bentley's
out.
hurt too.
Key player out. So let's see what happens here. Let's run that. So okay, we're gonna run it.
Wow, the Packs are at 8.5. Well, see, I would have jumped on it too.
So this is
why I don't live in Tahoe.
28-21. So this is kind of a, it would be a push. It would be a push right now. You know.
So what do you ask? I mean, are we asking? You go dance? What do you mean push? I still pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right. Okay. So that's okay. So that's where you. Okay. Brother Bish, where you at? Let's see what you got for us.
Where am I at? I am at the Falcon. I like the Falcons against the Panthers. Panthers got some injuries. I like the Falcons. I think it's
Falcons, brother. You know,
-5.5. It's Fern. It's not a sexy pick. I know.
Okay.
It's not a sexy game. But do we want to win? Right.
Okay, you're right. I apologize.
And
Well, let's see. Well, that's okay. Remember, this is just based off 2 weeks, so it's still, you know.
Based on 2 weeks of data, the Panthers scored some touchdowns last week. So that's where you get. But once we run the analysis, we're gonna see some different information. I think.
All right. What's the second game, Bish?
Second game was the Rams at the Eagles.
Okay. What do you like on that, Bish?
I
What do you like on that?
I like the Rams.
Okay.
I like the Rams. Take the points. They're scoring. They got offense. The Eagles are just, tush pushing their way down the field.
Yeah, but the Eagles got momentum right now, dude. The Rams are always running around like,
they're the champs. But I feel like it might be a letdown game too, because they just had to play the replay or the rematch of the Super Bowl last week. So maybe it's a little bit of a letdown for them. Besides
the Jags, I think we're 1 for 5 on the simulators. Besides the Jags.
1 for 5 what?
All right, 1 for 6. I think the simulated scores does not support the odds, but that's okay. That's okay.
We'll see what the analysis does. What are your picks, Ern?
I just got one, Scott, and it's a lock. It's the Ernie Lopez
Oh,
lock.
shit.
It's a 5-star lock.
Everyone on the podcast bet against this.
It's the shoe-in of the week. I love the Steelers.
Ooh.
Okay, I appreciate that. I agree with what's going on. Aaron Rodgers has something to prove. You know what? To be honest with you, I love the Chargers because that little kid thinks that fucking Harbaugh's his dad, and he's not going to let the dad lose. But I saw the number was it 6, and then it went to -7.5 because I hear you on your Pittsburgh. I like that.
I appreciate the handicap. I appreciate the handicap, Fern. So what I was thinking here is kind of what Fern says. I think Rodgers is going to play better. I think they embarrass themselves. Human nature. I think the special team gaffe was horrible. They got a lot of good players on defense. So they want to bring it. And honestly, Drake May is not a good quarterback. So I'm not a believer of Drake May. And I think they bring it this week. That's really what it is.
And the Patriots, I don't think have covered. I mean, I don't think they made lunch on time. The Patriots are horrible.
Ooh, oh boy, didn't like it. The simulation did not like it.
Put the Chargers in there. Okay, now that I'm listening to myself, that little kid, that Hubert does think that fucking Harbaugh's his dad. He's not gonna let him down.
I don't know who Hubert is, but that's okay.
Oh, whatever. What's his name? Herbert. What's the fucking?
Right, hold on. Let's go. Okay, Fern, we're gonna put Chargers. Fern, can I take one out? Which one are we taking out, Fern?
I like the Packers. Leave the Packers. I want the Packers and the Chargers.
What about the Bucks? You had the Bucks.
Oh, I had the Bucks. Oh, that's right. No, the Packers went to 8.5. I didn't like them. But they went to 8.5. So put the Bucks and the Chargers.
That's why he always wins. That's why he always wins.
Are we already at the book?
First said, put the Phillies and the Dodgers. I love the Phillies and the Dodgers.
Check the ticket, man. Check the ticket before you leave.
Okay. Hold on. So, Fern, what are we doing again? Which one are you doing?
Chargers and the Bucks.
Okay, we're gonna take the.
I'm gonna go with my initial. I just don't like that they give him half a point. What do you have for the Chargers?
2.5. I have 2.5.
Yeah, I don't like the half point.
All right, let's run the simulator here. Here we go. Even the Chargers are playing out of their mind right now. They're playing out of their mind right now.
They're playing out of their mind. It's true.
Okay, again, look at that. That's a strong support. That's a strong support.
All right, then leave that. I want that.
All right. So now So now, Bish, it's time. Is it a winning parlay? So let's run it. Winning.
Let's run it.
Winning. All right. So we're going to pick the Chargers for Fern. We said that, right? Ralph, which one's yours? Which one are you going with, Ralph?
On the Jags.
You're going with the Jags.
And the Chiefs.
Jags. Love it. Bish, who you going with?
I'm going with the Falcons and the Rams.
Falcons. I love this. And the Rams. Well, let me get my Steelers since they're right there. And the Rams. All right, boys, here we go. We're going to run this. Let's see what Parlay thinks, and let's see if this is a winning parlay.
Let's go.
So let's give it 5 games. So
Boop, 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 boop. No whammies.
and actually, if we put $100, it's $2,000.
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
Yeah. Damn. All right, let's see what's going on here. Come on. All right, here we go. First game up, Atlanta. We won't read the details. We'll just go to the bottom. We got agreement. Green. We got agreement for Atlanta.
Wow.
Eagles and Rams. I think this we get. Did not like the Rams.
I didn't like that either.
Rams.
AI or
Okay.
Steelers in New England. Neutral. Holy moly. I didn't know that. It's a neutral pick. Denver loves the Chargers, Fern. Supports the Chargers. And the Jags. The Jags. You know what? Honestly, I think this is a winning parlay, to be honest with you.
if you thought that, you'd be running to Tahoe. You live an hour and a half away.
I may go hit it.
Okay.
So now
I like that. I love the sound.
So now Scott and I
go
ahead.
Ern, explain to the audience why this is different than the simulator. Because this information is pulling from the entire web, correct?
Correct. So the simulator is just based on true data.
Right.
So it's the model I create for the simulator is based on drive by drive.
Right.
So I get metrics that people can understand. Touchdowns percentages of touchdowns per drive, turnovers by drive, field goals.
Based on the season so far, which is 2 weeks.
Data. So that is a true analytical model. There is the AI part of it. So excuse me, we'll come back to this. The AI part of a simulation. So let me say if I run this Rams Eagles simulation, the AI part of it is down here, the play-by-play drive. So based on this score, the AI will do the simulation of the drive-by-drive. Because that's something everyone can speak to. That's something everyone understands. It's simplistic. It's straightforward, So now on this, on this analysis, now this is truly AI going out and scraping all the information it can based on the last 2 to 3 days from trusted sources. So our algorithm and prompt makes sure that it uses trusted sources. Like we don't use Reddit. We don't use Twitter. We do not use unsecure or untrusted sources because there's a lot of bad information out there. So that's the difference. So one is using true analytical data. The other one is using truly AI information. And based on everything it can gather, based on the injuries, based on the trends, based on some of the key metrics, it does the analysis for us. That's why
amazing.
It's based on all the tools. You make the decision. AI, in this case, it's green because it supports the pick. It does not say that's the winner. It supports the pick.
Based on the data that's collected by scouring the web.
Exactly. And
So-
if you go through this, it breaks down some of the key metrics or the key statistics that it's using to do its analysis.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing. No, go on. I mean, I just think that it's great that we're showing that to the audience because I think it's kind of the first time we've really explained the difference between running the simulation versus running the analytics and how it's based on different information.
Absolutely.
So
now what Scott and I agreed to, right, Scott, we said we're going to make these three picks will go into the contest and we're going to follow AI's advice. So for Atlanta, we're going to pick Atlanta for the contest. For the Rams, we're not going to pick the Rams. We're going to pick the Eagles because AI says go with the Eagles.
Yep.
And for assessment, this is actually a situation I don't think we talked about. Since it's neutral, I can make the decision. What do you think, Scott? I make the decision whether to use it or not.
Do it.
Okay. And then for our guests, Fern and Roth, we'll figure out because they either choose to follow AI or they don't, but we'll recap next week to see what they ended up doing. So I think
it's going on my pick for the Circa Billions.
And now we can run their analysis, right? On their pick?
Yeah, their analysis did come in. So for the Chargers, because I ran it all together. So we're running this together as a one big parlay. So for the Chargers, so it did like Fern's Chargers pick.
That's a surprise.
And for Roth's Jags, it did love it. So actually, I ask you guys, are you guys going to go with the pick or are you guys going to not go with the pick?
No, I'm going to go with it. I like the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going with it.
All right, there we go. Look at that. Man versus machine.
Nice.
I love it. All
nice. Right. Well, excellent. Why don't we now, Fern, talk about this baseline dashboard that you've set up that's going to be offered no charge to people to check on parlay.com and on Instagram and so forth.
Yeah, so some of the feedback I got is some people just don't want the time to do the research. Just give me the answers, Ernie. So one of the things we've kind of been working on is something – oops, sorry, look at that. Sorry about that, Scott. Something called the baseline dashboard. So this is something that we're going to put in the website, but it quickly runs the baseline simulation for every single game, and it tells you based on the green who covers, right? So some people just don't want to do the analysis. Some people just want the answer. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. That's something that's going to come in the site over the next week or two. That way someone can quickly go to the site and just quickly look, just quickly look and see kind of what we're doing or what AI is thinking based on the baseline simulation. So this is just based on pure numbers and we haven't altered any of the variables.
Right.
Why don't you let me beta test that? Why don't you send that to over here, yo?
And you know what? Here's what I like about this. I'm looking over here at this Lions Ravens game because we know this is not going to be a close game. I think this 38 is a false number because of the 52 points they scored last week. So, for example, I think there's value here on the Ravens. You know, I do not see that being a close game.
That's a good point, Ernie, because again, it's based on 2 weeks worth of data based on the team's stats.
Yeah, and based off 52 points from last week,
exactly.
Which we know that is an anomaly. So so that's something that Scott and I may consider as our fourth and fifth picks, but we'll see. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Is there any other game?
I want to throw out there that I don't know if this is going to ever make it in time, but the Bills are going to destroy Miami on Thursday night. I know it's minus 11.5, but I think the Ravens had minus 12.5 with the Browns and they covered.
Absolutely.
So
you know what? I like that. Let's run that real quick, Ern, since it's Thursday night game. If you want to. Well,
you want to run it as what, Scott? What do you?
We could just run what's the simulator?
I want you to run up to Tahoe and put 100 on it. Is what I want you to run. Because the Bills are going to destroy them in the building.
The Dolphins are kind of a hot mess.
Well, here's what we can do. Here's what I would actually suggest. So let me delete this so we can see the screen. What we would want to do on something like that is what we can do is let's run the contrarian analysis, right? What we can do is that is such a huge spread.
Well, and the truth is those used to be common. I'm a 55-year-old man. You used to be able to see minus 10, minus 12. Now it's very rare. And when I saw that, I said, I'm going to go old school. This shit ain't high enough.
All right, but
this is not high enough.
We'll see, because the beautiful thing about also Parlay is we can run the contrarian analysis. Tell me why actually, I should have put the Bills here because now it's going to run the contrarian analysis against this one. So actually, let me just kill this, and let me just make sure pick the Bill. Oh, let me pick the.
But I didn't know if we were including Thursday night games. But then I heard you guys say, well, whatever, man. I'm telling you, if we're looking at the spread, I don't think it's high enough. I don't think minus 11.5 is high enough.
Yeah,
that's one of those old school gut feelings.
I think I'm with you on that one.
Well, let's see what the contrarian report looks like. Let's see if it gives us a nice summary of why.
And that's in Buffalo too. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Check
Yeah.
the weather. Miami doesn't even know how to get dressed anymore. Come on.
Well,
now,
according to
just
this,
fuck that.
so Miami has a better pass rush against the offensive line.
Not in Albany, not in Buffalo or whatever the fuck they play.
I think right here, this is probably saying, like I said, I don't want to. We're not going to go through this, but I think, Hill is probably better than their secondary. Miami's front seven apparently is better. You remember, this is a contrarian report.
Well, you heard it here first. Josh Allen scores 2 touchdowns by himself in that game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could, like I said, I don't want to bore the audience, but we could read this and figure out why the Dolphins may have a
why
chance.
include Thursday?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's hard though. It's hard to put a Thursday game just when there's still Thursday and Friday for injuries or on the weekend.
The other thing, Fern, you mentioned about the weather in Buffalo. You realize it is only September, right?
It's probably hot.
You
You're
forgot
right.
about that.
Hey, nothing against Buffalo. I've never been there, but I hear you guys have a great hot dog.
It's gonna be 80. It's gonna be 82 degrees in Buffalo.
You're right. You're right. It's
I think the
like
Dolphins will be
Miami.
all right in regards to that. But I'm with you on that. All right. Is there anything else we would like to share? Fern, where are you going to watch the games this Sunday?
Oh, I got a fabulous apartment you can see in the back. I'm the only one living in. No, that's not true. My brother's not even 2 blocks away. He just doesn't look like he's living in suburbia. I mean, no, he does look like he's living in suburbia. I'm going to watch it right here in my apartment in the Mission.
You gonna have little snacks? You gonna have some snacks?
What's that?
What's game day snacks for you?
Ooh, I have so many options. So what I usually go with is my carnitas taco from Guadalajara. Anyone listening want a little thing that Yelp doesn't know about? Guadalajara on Mission. They have carnitas tacos that I can't get enough of.
What about for your sweet tooth? You getting some cupcakes or something?
Ooh, no. I like those Jolly Ranchers, but the jelly ones. I get them at Walgreens. 3 boxes for $5.
Rolf, are you gonna keep an eye on him on Sunday? Make sure he's fully dressed when you go over there. And
I'm going to be in Sacktown. I got some kids sports going to be, but I'll be listening to the Jags winning.
There you go. You'll be on your phone.
Yep.
All right. We're going to do this again next week. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Wish us luck. Good luck to you all this Sunday. And let's hope for some winning parlays.
Thank you for the invitation, you guys. This was fun.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.